Hey guys, hope you all crispy and crunchy. It's CerealMaty here, and welcome back to DDLC, The Good Ending. It almost became a routine that at the beginning of each episode, I would read a little story to you that the developer of this mod decided to put in the game folder after specific events in the game happen. So, this time, they added two more files, one of which is called just X. And it says, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dark chip, a portal to another world, a portal to another world, a portal to another world. And the last sentence continues for quite a bit, and at the end says, a portal to another world. Right? So far so good. And the second one is called Autumn's Kisses, I believe. And it just says, under amber glow of late afternoon, first leaves of the season flutter through the air, kissing the ground with muted color. It's your fault she's dead. Oh, lovely. Wouldn't you agree? So, yeah. Good start to this episode. Goosebumps are on, so let's get this episode started. This area marks the end of our suburban town. These woods separate us from the next town by half a mile or so. Sayori and I used to like coming out here when we first started going to this high school. My heart tells me this is where I'll find her now. The soft sounds of the forest are somehow worse than the silence of the school. I have to find her as soon as possible. I really fear what may happen to her out of my sight. I glimpse a figure through the trees. That has to be her. Right? I start to jog. Sticks and twigs protest under my feet. The foliage just barely obscures the person up ahead. Finally, I break through the last bush of leaves. Sayori? Whew, you're alive. Everything is fine.
Matty, what are you doing out here?
Calming. My blood flushes with relief as I attempt to catch my breath. You didn't tell anyone you were leaving, so I got worried. You wanted to walk home with me, didn't you? Sayori checks the time on her phone.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that late. I'm sorry. I had this sudden urge to be alone, and it felt super stuffy inside the school for some reason.
Are you alright? Is something bothering you? Sayori looks down at the ground. She idly grinds the dirt with her foot.
I'm not sure if I can explain it in a way that would make sense.
That's okay, just try.
Well, do you ever get a feeling like
Depression?
oh no, things are determined to happen a certain way?
Oh, nah, maybe the whole events in DDLC are predetermined and you can't change anything about that, but no, generally not, no.
And no matter what you do, you can't really change anything?
Nah, never. It's totally not the situation of my character in this mod either. No, never.
Like, your life is on a track, and so is everyone else's. It's hard to think about, and I can't push it away, and I can't push away the sense that it's really true.
I don't know. What am I supposed to say to that?
I'm sorry. I'm just being silly. I know that was pretty confusing.
No, it's not that. Are you okay? You're making me worry about you a little. I don't like to see you so sad. Sayori blinks. She looks perplexed.
Am I sad?
Her face breaks out into a grin.
Well, there's no good in us moping around, is there? Ready to go home?
Hold on. I step up to Sayori and take her hand in mine.
Huh?
Sayori, there's something I want you to know. Sayori blinks in astonishment. For all these years, you have been by my side. When I most needed you, you have always been there. I want you to know that I care about you. There is no one on this earth who is more important to me.
Matty?
No matter what happens, I promise you that I will be there for you. For as long as we're together, you will never have to be alone. Sayori looks up at me. Her lips are slightly parted.
Where is this coming from?
This is always the way I've felt. Don't you know that? I should have said it so a lot sooner.
I care about you too, Matty. And I think I feel the same way too, you do. My life has become so much brighter since you joined the club. And I'm so happy.
I smiled to myself. That means a lot for me to hear. Thank you.
Are you going to write another poem for us tonight?
Of course I will. We all have to write poems, don't we?
I know, but I really like reading your poems. We haven't been as close this past year, and holding one of your poems feels like I'm carrying a small part of you. It's very special to me.
I feel a twinge of shame. It's so terrible to think that we were drifting apart. I want to do everything differently now. Tell you what, I'll write another poem just for you.
Really? Come on, you don't have to do that.
I'm serious. If it means that much to you, then I want to do it. Sayori turns away, but not before I glimpse her reddening. I glimpse her reddening face. My goodness.
You're so silly, Matty. I'll stop it. Maybe I'll...
Maybe I like to get a little silly every once in a while. That's probably why we're friends. We eventually leave the forest and make her way home. Sayori seems to skip a little. I pretend not to notice how she tries to walk a little closer to me. She can be so cute sometimes without even trying. Absolutely agree. Sayori's always cute, without any reason or purpose. She's just cute, with everything she does. My friend. My friend. Black screens are not my friend in this episode, in this mod, because there have happened, a lot of bad events with black screens. And I don't want them back again. Yes. I cough myself awake. No, don't tell me you're sick. My whole body feels terrible. You're sick. I haven't been this sick in a long time. Yeah, there you go. There's no way I can go to school tomorrow. Oh, the door to my bedroom opens and someone turns on the light. I do my best to sit up in bed, but it's hard to move with how weak I feel. Sayori, what are you doing here?
I came to check up on you, silly. You haven't been yourself lately, so I was worried about you. You know how I worry when you get sick like this?
It's really nothing. As soon as I say this, I break out into another coughing fit.
Matty!
Sayori rushes to my side.
Please don't push yourself for my sake.
She sets down the tray she's carrying on my bedside and takes a damp cloth. She dabs at my forehead. It's embarrassing, but I don't really have a say in the matter. What's so funny? Or, what's so funny?
Doesn't it feel like we're little kids again? When we used to play doctor, or I would pretend to be your mummy?
Mummy. Don't remind me.
We really are always taking care of each other. Can I tell you something, Matty?
I wheeze a little, trying to suppress another round of coughs. What is it?
I hope things are always like this.
Or this way. Sayori and I look at each other as she gently dabs my forehead. I think I do too, Sayori. Why have I never noticed how brightly colored her eyes are? How cute for you to say. For somebody as cute as Sayori.
There's one more thing I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Well...
Ooh, that gave me the chills. Whoa. No? I mean, yeah, but no. Do you remember when I killed myself? This is not good. Huh?
You know, when I'm myself in my bedroom.
What the fuck?
With that noose I tied to the ceiling fan. The rope was so tight that it felt like my head was going to rip off.
Where the sudden turn of events? Why does that happen?
It hurt quite a lot.
Great to hear. Sayori.
It was all your fault, wasn't it?
Okay.
Did you know what that?
My arms are frozen by my sides. Please tell me this is a nightmare. I can't move.
You didn't even think to check on me, did you? All I needed was a little support, but you couldn't even provide that.
What do you want from me?
Wow, it makes you a pretty terrible friend, I guess, huh?
And then you know what else? I'm going to kill you. Nothing you do will ever make up for it. Ever. What a great screen there. No! I all but leap out of bed. Has a bitter taste to it. Can you go away, Goosebumps? I don't like you. My skin is drenched in sweat and I feel sick with terror. Me too, yeah. Yet the nightmare bleeds away. It was a nightmare. Thank the Lord. Gone as soon as my eyes open, like blood from a fleshly gouged wound. I collapse back into bed. I feel exhausted, as if I'd just been running instead of sleeping. I wish I could just remember what it was. What was? The day that dashes by, okay, that's a new word. It's as boring as any other day. I never thought I would actually miss classes, but sometimes I just wish there were other people around. Finally, it's time for the club meeting. When I enter the club room, everyone is up to their usual pastimes. Natsuki is doing her daily check on her manga collection. Yuri is too engrossed in her book to even see me come in. Then I notice Monika, who's probably frightened and sitting in a corner. She's lying on top of the teacher's desk, staring at the ceiling. Pretty similar to what I described. A few papers and writing utensils are scattered across the floor nearby. It seemed she simply pushed them off to make room. I walk over to Yuri and tap her on the shoulder. Oh, hi, Matty. I lean in so that I can whisper to her. Yuri, do you know what's going on with Monika? She seems to be acting very strangely, isn't she? Yuri glances toward the front of the classroom and frowns. I know. She was like that when Natsuki and I got here. She hardly said a word to us when we tried to speak to her. I've never seen her like this, although she has been acting differently as of late. I'm really quite worried about her. I know Natsuki feels the same. I nod my head. I just thought I would ask. I haven't known her very long, but I can still see that something's off. Do you think we should say something to her? She may be having some very serious issues. I don't think that would be a good idea, at least for now. I give Yuri an encouraging smile and lightly place a hand on her shoulder. She has a lot to worry about with the festival, you know? I'm sure it's no big deal, and it would probably make her self-conscious if you brought it up. Yuri's eyes turn to meet mine. Her face blushes and the tips of her mouth are pulled upward just a little bit. Perhaps you're right. As a club, we should be wholeheartedly focused on the festival. It's up to us to make it a fun and productive day for everyone. I think that's a great attitude. Now then, have you seen... Whomp! I'm interrupted by a force which slams into my back and wraps its arms around my neck. Sayori? Gah! My legs scramble to keep me balanced as the Cillian hitches themselves onto me in the piggyback position. Help me! The two of us topple dangerously, threatening to kneel over at any second. My attacker suddenly starts giggling. Sayori?
You should see the look on your face, Matty.
Stop it, we're going to... Before I can get the rest of my sentence out, I finally lose my balance and we slowly tip back. I try as best as I can to miss any desks. Sayori lets out a yelp as she gets pushed away from me. Eep! Whomp! I shakily pull myself to my feet. Sayori, what were you thinking? Sayori bursts out laughing. Dumbfounded, I look to Yuri, who is herself suppressing a giggle. Whee!
You're so cute, Matty.
Can't just return the favor.
A big, strong boy like you can lift a little girl like me?
What on earth is happening here? Well, I wasn't expecting to suddenly have my manhood put to the test. Maybe if you warn me next time, I can take some proper time to trade. Sayori puts on a fake pout.
CerealMaty.
That's a good name for my YouTube channel. Not CerealMaty, CerealMaty. A real man is
always prepared to be put to the test for the sake of a lady.
Of a lady, She reaches her hand out and I step forward to help her up. Our palms touch and her eyes meet mine. She wears a teasing, lopsided grin that widens as she stares up at me. Why is she acting like this? This didn't happen last time. Is this what Monica stopped from happening before I took control? Oh, maybe.
Thanks, Matty.
Sayori traps me into a hug by wrapping her arms around my chest. Sayori, what's gotten into you?
It's already the end of your first week. I'm just so happy that to have you in the club.
I tentatively place my hands on her shoulders. I don't know how to react to Sayori's sudden warmth. Although, the hug is very nice. My eyes drift to the desk where Monica has planted herself. She's no longer gazing up at the ceiling. Instead, she's watching Sayori and I. The look in her eyes is indescribable. That's how it is. She looks away. I pull apart from Sayori. This isn't how you're going to greet me every day from now on, is it?
Maybe only on Fridays.
Yuri clears her throat to get our attention. Come to think of it, she probably isn't the most comfortable with Sayori and I acting so flirty. Wait, are we being flirty? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I hurriedly jump in. No, you're not interrupting anything. No, is she?
Well, it's just that I've been thinking I could make some tea. You know, in celebration of Maddie's first week at the club. Would you two mind going to fill the pitcher of water for me? It would help me prepare the tea faster.
Or prepare. Sayori and I glance at each other. This feels more of an excuse to get the two of us out of the room. Sayori jumps in before I can respond.
We'd be happy to do that for you, Yuri. You always make such good tea. It's the least we can do.
Yeah, no problem, Yuri. Yuri nods and smiles. She stands up to retrieve her tea set and comes back with the pitcher. Just fill it to the top.
Well, come on, Matty. It would be rude to keep Yuri waiting. Okay.
Oh, okay. I follow Sayori out into the hallway. A slow anxiety builds. Who is ringing on my door? Hold on a second. I'm back. People just wanted me to sign petitions. Great. Anyway, I follow Sayori out in the hallway. A slow anxiety builds in my gut as we disappear from Yuri's sight. Whatever I was expecting out of today, it wasn't for Sayori to suddenly act so lovey-dovey with me. It's almost more than I can handle. Sayori pokes me in the side.
Hey, Matty. Are you sure you're doing okay? You aren't really mad about what I did back there, are you? I just thought it would be fun. I didn't mean to upset you. I really shouldn't have done that.
No, it's really fine. I'm not bothered by that or anything. It did kind of annoy me, but when I see Sayori's face, my first instinct is to deny it. Why is that? I've known you for too long. I'm super desensitized to your antics. Her mouth splits into a devilish grin.
Oh, is that so?
Wait, what are you? I'm unable to brace myself before Sayori pounces. She mercilessly tickles at my unprotected sides as I try to back away. Stop it! That's my tickling sound.
What? Is this too predictable for you? Do I need to be more spontaneous? Take this!
Okay, I'm sorry. I give up. Just please don't. Suddenly my feet tangle themselves over each other and I tip backward. With my free hand, I desperately grab Sayori by her arm and accidentally pull her down with me. Ah! My back hits the wall and I just barely protect my head. The wind is knocked from my lungs as Sayori's body follows me to the ground. Oof. I slowly open my eyes.
Hi there. Matty, are you alright?
Sayori's worried face is inches from mine. I think so. Somehow I managed to hold on to the pitcher, although it cost me a harder landing.
I'm super sorry. I've gotten you hurt for the second time today. What's wrong with me?
Despite myself, I can't help but smile. Please don't feel bad. It's been a long time since I've seen you like this, alive. So please don't be sorry. You have no idea how happy that makes me. If I have to get hurt to see you smile, then that's okay.
Maty?
Sayori's hand brushes against my shoulder.
You're too kind to me. What did I ever do to deserve you?
My face burns with warmth. You don't need to do anything. I like you because you're you. And that is plenty good enough. I can feel her breath on my face. Her hands are pressed against my chest as she leans in. My hands are on her waist, and I don't remember moving them there. Sayori wraps her arms around my neck and presses her lips against mine. There's no opportunity for me to escape, and I don't think I want to. For several beautiful moments, the world turns blank. There's no game, no school, no literature club. There's just Sayori. Sayori, with her watermelon-scented shampoo and her fingers tangled in my hair. It feels like it will last forever. Impossibly, the moment ends, and Sayori pulls back. Neither of us say anything. We just look into each other's eyes for what feels like an eternity.
We should get going.
Yeah. We stand up and walk to the water fountain. We don't speak or hold hands, but we do take our time and keep close to each other. Before I know we are walking through the clubroom door. We are walking through the clubroom door. There we are. You know where we are? At the end of this episode. That's right, you guessed it. I think that was the first positive thing in this entire mod that happened. And it made me so relieved. Like, really. You should see me playing this game. I'm so clenched up. I'm so nervous that anything bad or scary or spooky would happen. But it's nice to change things around every now and then and not make it just a spooky game, but also a very romantic game. I like that. I really like that. And Sayori's lips taste just as her shampoo. Maybe just as her shampoo smells. Maybe, you know what I mean? However, Yuri does not seem very delighted about our, let's just say, adventure outside of the club room. But I hope she isn't that upset. I'm sorry, Yuri. But Sayori is apparently my waifu here. So, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching it. I hope you liked it. If you did, so tell me somehow as always. And I'll see you all in the next video.